Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. I am your host with the most, Mark. Tonight we're at the glorious race of Suzuka da Veruca, the Suzuka track for the Japanese Grand Prix. I'll tell you a bit more about the situation of the track itself. As I said, the circuit name is the Suzuka Circuit with a 3.608 miles with a 5.806 kilometres. We will have 27 laps tonight. We will have 27 laps of this fantastic F3 race itself. There is also 18 turns. There's always like the first curve, the S curves, you've got the Dunlop curve, you've got the Spoon curve, and the only track that does the 8-figure track, shall we say. And you've got the hairpin, and then you've got the casino, I was going to say casino, but cassia triangle and stuff. But yeah, it should be good stuff tonight. But look at it. I'm going to go with the Willow, who's starting out first. Then Prix is going to do his lap in now. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do on here tonight. But we have got quite a few drivers who are missing tonight. Last week, unfortunately, we had to say, we had to say goodbye to Peter Clyde. He will not be carrying on racing. He will just take a bit of a break. So I wish him all the very best in whatever he does, and I hope he does come back with the racing itself. And he is a fantastic bloke and a fantastic driver, and I wish him all the very best in whatever he does. Saab, again, like I said, he's in from last night's Performance League 1. He's unfortunately not going to be racing till for the next few weeks because he's in good old Australia to watch the actual F1 race as well. So that's a massive, fantastic time for him as well. So that'll be good. And also you got some good drivers coming out as well. But like I said, regarding all the drivers, while watching Willow doing his lap in as well, my prediction of 132 yesterday was just completely shot. So I reckon the guys will probably get into like the 28s, possibly 28s, 29s, based on what I've seen anyway. So it'd be good to see what the tyre wear situation could be, because regarding the drivers as well, some of the drivers are absolutely insane stuff yesterday when they did, like Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman, he did like a super soft to last 14 laps of it. Just insane stuff here. But we've got yellow flags sectors 2 and 3, so hopefully that doesn't compromise too much here. Good evening to everyone that's joining the session already. So we're still watching. We've only literally just started the qualifying as well, but the Willow's got 3 seconds. That's a good time in the soft tyre. Yellow flag sector 3. Oh, Booty! You can't blame on him. I don't know what he's done. Oh, yeah, I can't blame him on the track. I can't blame him on the dry track as well. But that's just absolutely insane stuff. I'd like to see what happened here. We've got all yellow flags on all sectors. Insane stuff. Yellow flag sector 3. He must have done something on one of the corners to do that lap. Must have made a mistake somewhere. But the Willow coming up to the second sector now. Passing Spoon Curve already. Coming up to turn 15, the 130R. I'd said 140R yesterday. That was the biggest mistake I ever done as a commentator. But looking at it now, watching the Willow try and do his lapping, might get to the 29s. 29.7. The starting lap with a 129.7. But like I said, where's Brixie? Brixie did a 132.7. That's a good time, to be fair, from the Willow on the soft tyre. Oh, brilliant! Ferocious Dan, the title challenger. He's doing everything he can to try and get pole. He is on the super softs, by the way. He is definitely on the super softs. Nitrogas on the Red Bull. He's definitely got the wings on the medium tyres. To be fair, a little bit better than Tedges, who's just gone, aka the old god of Tom. I'll have to call him Tom now. Trying to navigate his way through the tracks itself here, but he's doing everything he can. But that's a good two good times on the medium tyre, to be fair. Agent Steel WD66 click with a 66 on that one. So coming through the last few corners now, he needs to get his spot on turns 17, then 18 now. Probably be a 31, 31.8. I'll tell you what, that's a close time with the three drivers who are already on the medium tire at the moment. So that's interesting stuff here. Snoop Dogg Marky's doing his out lap now. Like I said, Snoop Dogg, he's had a struggling season so far. I know it's only 2 races in, gone. This is the 3rd race of the 12 races of the... Oh, brilliant! Brilliant lap from Willow. The win of the Willows on that one. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Brilliant. A 128.9 on the soft tyre. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? F1 Richard, he's done a 130.5 on the super softs. The 2 McLarens are beating the Williams at the moment. So this is why I wanted to see the 2 ding-dong battles between the 2 constructors as well. But I'm watching Snoop Dogg do his lap in now. Like I said, he's having a struggling season so far. Tej moved up to 3rd with a 130.4 on the medium tyre. So that's a really good lap, to be fair, on the mediums. Nitrogas did a 130.6. Like I said, that was a good time as well. To be fair, from the 2 drivers who are on the medium tyre to try and get some decent points in tonight. Like I said, there should be 20, the full grid of 20, but I'm not sure where Brennan's, Danielle, D-Boy Dan, as I said earlier about B-Boy Clyde, Notorious as well, as I said Sab earlier as well, and White Eagle as well. But yeah, hopefully they will return soon enough on that one. But watch his Snoop Dogg, Marky. He's having a struggling season. I said this for the 3rd time now. It's just like a parrot repeating like a record on that one. But he did have a struggling season so far. He's had no points. He's had a 0 and a DNF. So he needs to try and get, if he wants to get back into this, try and get some decent points in for this season, he needs to get a decent run in. He's passing 130R now. So he's trying to get through the momentum here. He hasn't got much of the ERS. He's got enough to get cross on the line now, but he won't have enough to do another lap in. He's got a 30.8, but that was invalidated. That was an invalidated lap. Where's Fasconi? Fasconi's in the medium tyres. He's passing 130R now. I think he's going to try and build his lap in for the next one now. So Fasconi in the Ferrari. Oh, he's going back into the pits. I thought he was going to try and do another lap in there. But absolutely insane stuff here. But Snoop Dogg, I'm going to watch Snoop Dogg, see what he can do on his lap. He needs to try and get a decent lap. 32.5, that's a good time, to be fair, on the soft tyre. But he's got to have to watch out for that ERS, because look at that ERS. He's right down the limiter at the minute. Needs to get some more ERS, otherwise he's going to compromise too much on the long straights here. Look at it now. Look at the ERS on the bottom right here. Still, we've only got the 7 drivers who have only done their times in. 9, just under 10 minutes left. 10. Oh, he won't have enough for the ERS. He needs to brake a little bit more to try and get some more. I think he'll struggle with the ERS. He will struggle with the ERS. Look at it, he's on 4. He hasn't got much ERS. So this might compromise a lot here. I might go straight to Mike in a minute. He's passing through the last few corners here on turn 18, Snoop Dogg. Might get to 29, 30.2. Moved up to 3rd in the qualifying. That's a good lap from the soft tyre point of view, but not as quick as the Willow in the 128.9 as well. So that's a really, really good time from the Willow. The win in the Willows on that one, with the 97 on that one. So, Stephen, is he doing his lap in now? Is he? Where's Mike? Mike's doing his lap in. It looks like, I didn't know if Stephen was doing his lap in or was trying to build up. We get yellow flag sector 2 now, so it'll be interesting to see what he could do around here. But try and see what happens here. He's on the medium tyre at the moment. Regarding this situation on the table as well, he's in 8th at the minute with 7 points. He's had a 7th and an 8th. Yeah, 7th and an 8th. Oh, brilliant! 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 Absolutely brilliant from Briggsy. Passing 130R was Mike there, but what a lap from Briggsy. But not that Giggsy. If I'm not Ryan Giggs from the footballer here. But current 8-minute marker here. What can Mike do? Oh, brilliant! The fastest lap of the medium tyre. He should be deadly proud of that one. The Slovenian legend. I would always call him that now. I won't call him the defender anymore. The yellow flag's set to 1 now, so something must have happened during that time. Oh, Stephen did a 132.2 on the soft tyre. Oh, he's got on the grass at the minute. So trying to see what he can do. I think he's trying. He will be slower. Yeah, he's about 3 seconds slower than his best time. So I think that could have been him that made that yellow flag at that point in time. F1 Richard's done a 29.7. 29.7. Still watching to see what can. Oh, F1 Richard's done a really good lap, to be fair. Briggs is trying to slowly getting back into the pits now. Mike's really going for it again. Could this be the Slovenian legend trying to do everything he can to try and stop the guys passing Spoon Curve? Will he scoop his way into the top of the positions here? We'll have to wait and see how it goes. We're coming up to the 6 minutes 45, just gone now. So it'll be interesting stuff here. Very, very interesting stuff. But look at Mike. He's doing everything he can. He might do a good lap here with the... If he can get a good lap. He's improved his time at 1:29.7 on the medium tyre. On the medium tyre. What a lap. What a lap from that. Absolutely insane stuff here. Nigel Gash, I'm just going to watch him now. As I said with Snoop Dogg, Nigel Gash has had a really struggling season again. I keep saying this every season that he needs to get that boost. Once he gets that win, once he gets those decent points in, he will bounce back from whatever happened in the past to now. He'll be absolutely... At the moment, that was a good lap from the medium tyre based on what I've seen between Nigel Gash, Tej and I think it was Steele as well. So that was some good times, to be fair, between those. We've got yellow flag set to 2 now, passing turn 17, coming into turn 18 now. Nigel Gash here. We're coming up to 5 minutes 20 left of the qualifying, so he's going to try and do everything he can, Nigel Gash, on the soft tyre. So I'm just going to watch it from his point of view here. He's coming to pass in the first corner here. Try and watch it from his angle here. Try and get through. This is the tricky S's. If he can get it smooth. He's slowing down. Because I think he got invalidated lap, I think. Yeah, he's got an invalidated lap. I was going to talk about the lap. The qualifying lap from Nigel Gash there. But I think that might have been the commentator's curse on that one. But Steele... He's on the soft tyre at the minute. He's on yellow flag set to 3 now, so we have to wait and see what he can do. Adrian Steele to see what he can do at this point in time. But just wait and see what happens on this point in time. So yellow flag set to 3 now. Captain Steve Fasconi are the only ones left who have not done a time yet. Still watching Steele do his lapping. So be a good time now to get some decent time from everyone else here. I did say 28s, 29s based on what I've seen yesterday at the Performance League 1. If you was in F1 or I think if you did the F2, I would expect you to hit the 27s at least. And if you're in the F1, the Premier League of the F1 leagues of that one, they should be hitting 26s around here anyway. But like I said, I'm not only live streaming tonight for the F3 league. You've got Energy Dan doing the F2 league tonight, and then you've got F1 Mr P and Liam Bailey doing the commentary box for the F1 crew on that one. So, Steele's not doing his lap. Tries to see who else is doing his lapping. There's no one. I'm going to watch Briggs' time now. So will he try and improve his time of a 128.8? Watching from his point. Needs to get that momentum through the S's. If he can get that smooth, he looks smooth at the moment here, but doesn't want to lose too much time or lose like losing at the back end of that one there. But needs to get just hit the curb there, but that should be all right. There needs to get into the 32s. He's done a 33.3. Needs to try and get into the 32s. Slow on that corner there, but he's doing everything he can. Coming up to the hairpin now, passing turn 10, coming to turn 11 now. Try and get out quickly, and he does that with ease. It gets the gearbox out as quickly as possible here. So still watching Briggsy try and go through the unlucky turn 13 here. Then coming up to turn 14 now. Try and get past his spoon curve now. So on here, so try to do everything possible. We'll have to wait and see. But I do apologise if you hear any background noise. I do apologise for that one. Hopefully that will be turned down soon. Oh, he lost it there, Briggsy. So Briggsy doing everything he can to try and get that momentum going. He's coming up to the final corner here, and he does a 29.2. It's 3/10. Not quick. Coming up to the countdown now. The guys in the F3, especially Nigel Ash and Tej, you know, they're quality guys. They're just trying. They said they want me to create my own countdown, the markdown for the countdown on that one. So this will be the markdown soon. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. We're coming up to 1 minute 20 left. So still watching Willow doing his lapping now on the super softs. If he can get a 28.9 on the softs, I wouldn't be surprised. Steele's retired from the session. Yellow flag set to 1. So something interesting going on here. What can Willow do? Oh, brilliant! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. He's done a 28.4. Absolutely brilliant stuff here. Oh, what a lap. What a lap! What can F1 Richard do? What can F1 Richard do? So, try and see what he can do now. So, coming up to the 40-second marker. You know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming. Here we go. Time is up. The time is up of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League at the Suzuka da Furuka track. We have, time is up. No more. They have stopped the fans of the Crystal Maze, and I'll tell you what, we have actually stopped the qualifying, but there's some drivers still out there that could try and stop the Willow, try and get pole. Ferocious is the only one that's closest at the moment. Oh, Stephen and Captain Stiff, they're on their times at the moment, but Tej just moved up to 5th with a 129.6. That's a good time from the soft tyres as well. Mike will be the one to watch, to be fair, because he is on the medium tyre at the moment, so he might do it for a long time here. But Ferocious Dan coming up to the final few corners now. He might do it! Oh! That could have been close! That could have been close. That could have been knocked off the Willow on that one. Oh, absolutely insane stuff here. Where's Captain Stiff? Captain Stiff's the only one who's not done a time. He's on the medium tyre at the moment. He's going passing 130R. Trying not to go too far wide there. Coming to the last few corners now. Turn 17. And then turning into turn 18. What can he do on his time on the mediums? Oh, he slowed down. He really has slowed down on that one. Okay. I thought he would have gone for it there. He probably did not want to do that lap. He didn't want to set that time to be the closest. He could have had his tyres messed up. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Here are your short qualifying classification for the Japanese Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League F3 League. You got the Willow in first, Ferocious Dan in second, Prix in third, F1 Richard in fourth, Tej in fifth, Mike is in sixth, Nigel Gash in seventh, Snoop Dogg Marky in eighth, Steele in ninth, O'Stephen in 10, Captain Stiff in 11th. Fasconi and Bougie have not done a time whatsoever. We'll have to wait and see what happens next. I've not heard anything from the weather crew as such. So it'd be interesting to see what could happen tonight. I think, from the looks of it, it's mostly going to be dry, but look at the clouds in the background. We don't know what to expect at this point here, because it just should be interesting stuff here. I do apologise if you hear any background noises again. I do apologise, but hopefully that will turn out soon. But still waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up and ready to go at the Suzuka that Furuka track. And as I said, regarding the table at the minute, I forgot to mention it earlier. Captain Steve is the shock leader at the minute of the F3 League with 27 points. Tej, his teammate, is in second with 16 points. That is good. That is his best ever start in an Invictus Racing career, shall we say. Bougie, we have to wait for Bougie to. Oh, we don't have to wait. But yeah, Bougie is in third with 15 points. F1 Richards in fourth with 15 points. Briggs is in fifth with 13 points. Ferocious Dan is in sixth with 13 points. Saab is in seventh with 8 points. Mike is in eighth with 7 points. The Willow on his pole position as well. That's a great time from him. Is in ninth with 6 points. Notorious is in 10th with 4 points. Steele is in 11th with 3 points. O'Stephen is in 12th with 3 points. Vascon is in 13th with 2 points. Beady McCly is in 14th. Nigel Gash 15th. Snoop Dogg 16th. D-Boy Dan 17th. Daniel Dow 18th. Brennan's is in 19th. And White Eagle is in 20th. They've all got 0 points. And Bougie is the only is kicking off this one as well, I think. Oh, could be Captain Stiff as well. I'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, if you've got any comments, guys, send them in. I'll try and get your comments in as quickly as possible on that one. But here we go. So it's just waiting for the drivers to get themselves prepped up and ready to go. I always do this every time, I get the wrong ones. This is what I always like to see. I like to see the bottom half first, because I like to see what they're going to do with their tyre strategies as well. So looking at it from the tyre strategies point of view here, you've got the bottom three, they've all gone for the medium tyres, which I was not surprised, to be fair. I would not be surprised. And it's a beautiful day at the Suzuka, that Furuka track as well. So Bougie, Fasconi, Captain Stiff, they've all gone for the medium tyres. So that's a good. I would have gone for that if I was in the bottom, like outside the top 10. For like I said, for O'Stephen, he needs to try and get a really, really good start to try and get ahead of the guys who are in the softs and the softs and the medium tyres as well. But it'll be a fight to the death for the Willow, for Roshistan, Briggsy and F1 Richard to see who would blink first to do that. But like I said, Wave Intel yesterday, he did 13 to 14 laps of the Super Softs right to the end. I'm like, that was a bit of a risky move, but to bear in mind, he didn't have much of a battle going on during that last stint as well. So that could, hopefully that would work out well. But we've got disqualification DSQs for Snoop Dogg and O'Stephen. I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. Just waiting for the Willow on his fantastic lap. That was a brilliant lap from him. Bobby, to be fair. But the Willow... Oh, it's crashed! What did he do? That will compromise his tyres if he keeps doing that. Nigel's got DSQ. Mike's got DSQ as well. I don't know why. Again. So be a fight to the first corner here. So be good to see what the guys can do here. But I don't, like I said, it'd be interesting to see what they can do at this point in stage. So watching it from the camera view here. This is interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the lights coming up soon now, so here we go. Here we go. We got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Oh, slow start on the Ferrari of Mike. Oh, that could have been nasty at the back there. Oh, one of the Williams and the Bougie as well, I think. I'm just trying to see if... I was trying to see what happened at the back, but Fasconi's still at the back at the minute. But Nigel's drops down. Oh, Snoop Dogg. Side by side with Mike. Oh, what a move. What a move from the S's. Brilliant stuff. We had some yellow flags set to 1 now. Steele's dropped down to 12th. No, Snoop Dogg's moved up to 6th. And Mike and Nigel have dropped right down from like 7th to 7th and 8th. Bougie's dropped down to 12th. Something must happen on that point of view here. Brixie, the top 4. Well, the top 4 try and battle it out here on that one, but it's just seeing what happens here now. Seeing what could happen here. So Brixie going through, passing turns. I do apologise for that cancelling noise there. Passing the spoon curve. I was going to say scoop. Spoon curve now. Brixie doing everything he can to try and close in on F1 Richard. Try and go through 130R. If you can make a move at 130R, you are an absolute legend on that one. So what can Brixie do? Brixie's got a run in now of F1 Richard. The Willow's doing his lap in. He's done a lap of 133.2 on the starting lap. F1 Richard has to defend. He has to defend. He's got no choice. He could have been nasty there. But he's doing everything he can to try and get through. Steele's Captain Steve has to pit. Not sure what's happened there from that point of view. But Ted's holding on for 5th place. He's got a good advantage here because he is on the soft tyre. Same with Snoop Dogg as well. So doing everything he can. Nigel Gash, fast going to go 5-second stop-go penalty for speed in the pit lane. Captain Steve, Bougie and Fasconi, they've all gone for the softs. So the guys who are starting on the mediums, that Fasconi has left the session. So Fasconi, something must have happened on that point of view there. But Ted just... I'm not sure what's going on with the timing stuff, guys. I do apologise. But watching it from Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's point of view here. He's right close in on Tej, passing turn 13, then coming to 14, and then coming up to spoon curve. I was trying to say scoop curve there, but it's a spoon curve there. But will he have a chance of a run in here to try and get onto Tej? But I really want to get back onto Brixie because he's closing in on F1 Richard for 3rd place at the minute. At the moment here, hopefully Brixie's got his mic, Wi-Fi, But yeah, just try to do everything he can. Willow has done a 133.1. He's done the fastest lap of the race as well. But Snoop Dogg trying closing on Tej. Here we go. Here we go. Tej is holding on. Captain Steve moves up to 11th. Bougie's dropped down to 12th at the moment. But still watching this battle of Snoop Dogg and Tej. Trying to do everything possible. Again, I do apologise if I just had a pause there. But both of them are on the grass. They're following each other out there. That might compromise the tyres a little bit there. Captain Steve, we'll have to wait and see what happens here now. But Snoop Dogg trying to do everything he can on for 5th place. Tej holding on for 5th at the moment here, but he might compromise here. But Nigel Gash might have a chance here to try and close in on Mike, who's on the medium tyre. at the moment here, but yeah. Like I said, Nitrogas, he hasn't had much luck in the last, not only last few seasons, but like the last few races as well. But I really do want him to like boost that confidence get that confidence boost to try and get him to get some decent points in, because he does need a good run of points, of consistent points of the league within a season, because once he gets that, that's where I see the real Nitrogash up there. That's what I would love to see. The Willow's done a fastest lap again with a 132.7. Again, if you're doing the real F1 rules, you reckon that would have been an extra point added on to the Drivers' Championship as well. And that would be an interesting fact for everyone. But Snoop Dogg is right behind Tej at the moment for trying to close in through the S's as well. We've got a little bit of a gap between each other as well, but as you can see, Tom is the old guard Tom, or Tom I'll have to call him now, so try and close in on Brixie, but not that Giggsy on that one. So doing everything he can to try and close in on that point of view. But like I said, might have a 3-car battle, but also we've got another 2-car battle. So Brixie, Tej, Snoop Dogg as the one lot of battle, and then we've got Mike and Nitrogash as the second battle at the moment. But I'm watching this battle here because anything could happen from the long straights here. If they can pass in the hairpin now, coming to pass turn 12 now, and then they're going to try and do the unlucky 13 at this point in time. And then they're trying to come up to the turn 14 now, try and get that smooth, silky smooth moves on that one, but to try and do everything he can. Snoop Dogg trying to do there, watching it from his point of view now, try and go through passing 130R. Tej is really trying to close in, but Snoop Dogg might have a chance here to try and go for the inside. No, I think that might have been a wise move there, because he did want to cause what happened like with Lozak's moves as well yesterday, but that was just insane stuff. But 2 DRS, Brixie will be absolutely a sitting duck here. Oh no! Oh no! Because Brixie didn't want to collide with Tom at the point in time. Because Brixie went onto the grass, he lost his car. He absolutely lost his car at that point. Oh, Nitrogas is really closing in on Mike for 6th place at the moment. Snoop Dogg, I really want to try and get back. Oh, he might have a chance. The defender, Mike, doing everything he can to defend against Nitrogas on this point of view here. Come up to the hairpin now of turn 11. Passing turn 10, coming to turn 11 of the hairpin. Now we're trying to do everything we can. Oh, might see, as you see, there's a bit of grass there at that point, but watching it from Tej's and Snoop Dogg's point of view here, this will be a massive, massive boost here. Oh, Tom's gone a little bit wide there, passing Spoon Curve now, but because he gone wide there, this might be a chance to get from Snoop Dogg to Tej from 4th, passing 130R. The tyre wear should not be affected in lap 5. I reckon it'll be about 11 to 4, well, 40. Oh, that was a little bit just over the corner there. So Snoop Dogg to try and get that exit there. So Tom holding on, defend on the left-hand side, side by side, try to do a two in the bed, and he moves up ahead in 4th place. That's a good move from Snoop Dogg. That's a really, really good move. But like I said, this will be an interesting stuff here, because try and do everything they can here. But looking at that battle between Tom and Snoop Dogg, will Tom try and fight back on Snoop Dogg for 4th place? While he tries to do that, I'm going to try and watch Nitrogas try and attempt. Oh, he nearly lost it at that corner there, so he will lose a bit of time there. Hopefully that doesn't compromise too much here, but a little bit of the sand stuff anyway. So here we go. Steele has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now, so this will be interesting stuff here. But what can Nitrogas do? Oh, I love this helicopter view. They need to keep this as the good option from now on. because that's what they should be doing as the options. Just use it as the point of view here. But looking at it from that, it's just insane stuff here. Really try to close in Nitrogash. Really try and do everything possible to try and get past Mike, because Mike is not going to like I said, Mike's not going to get pitted on whatever lap it could be. I reckon it'll be on lap 15, 16 with the medium tyres, maybe longer if he can hold on there. But Nitrogash, both of them on the, well, they were on the 3 ERS, but trying to get that momentum going. As you can see, Tom's losing some track from Snoop Dogg from 4th, but he doesn't want to lose too much time because Mike's going to try and close in as quickly as possible. But because of that, Nitrogash is doing everything, a brilliant job for the Red Bull team at the minute to try get some decent points in. He would get some decent points in as well, so he wants to try and get some a momentum going here. But Brixie has gone into the pits, which I was not surprised, to be fair, because he had that mistake. It wasn't, I'm not saying there was nothing by him, even though I was watching it from I think it was from one of the cars' point of view, and there was no contact in the head. We've got yellow flags set to 1 now. Bougie. Oh, Bougie, what's happened to him? Oh, that one needs to be reviewed. That one needs to be reviewed between Bougie and Brixie. It could be Brixie went on to the right hand side. Bougie may have just come out of the pits. That's pretty much second time that's happened here. Not between them two, sorry. It's more of the guys who need to watch out from the pit exits. Like, bang. But I would have been interested to see what happened between Brixie and Bougie. So that will need to be reviewed by the stewards at some point during after this race as well. But hopefully Bougie will give us an explanation soon. But yeah, looking at it from that point of view here. Oh yes, you do need that drink now and again because your voices will be gone. So watching Nitrogash doing his lapping for trying to close in on Mike at the moment. This is the only closest battle, sorry guys, that I can see. But because of that, Mike will have a chance. Ooh. Tej, the Willow's dropped down. Oh, it's because he's pitted. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologise. So the Willow and F1 Richard have both pitted. That's why I was just seeing Tej move to third, and then see. Well, to be fair, Tej, this is the greatest start that I've seen from Tej for a very, very long time. So hopefully he'll keep that momentum going for the Williams crew as well, and this will be a massive, massive boost. We've got lots of battles going on, but we'll want to see if the Slovenian legend of Mike doing everything he can to try and close in on Tej. It could have been a close battle here, but trying to see if Steele. It was close in on O'Stephen. O'Stephen's doing a good race, to be fair. He's on 9th place at the moment. He will be on the medium, so he will go all the way to the end of the race. So Mike did try and close in on Tej for 3rd place, but because of that battle there, Nitrogash wants to join in the battle for try and get the last podium stuff. We're on lap 9 of 27 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. Lap 9 of 27. So just want to see what's happening here. Mike's trying to do everything he can, try and close in on Tej. Regarding the situations here, and I'll probably get the points wrong as usual, but look, like I said, Ferocious Stan has got 15 points at the moment here, so he might move to 28 points if it stays like this, but that will change, don't worry. So it could change, but it just depends on how the Willow and F1 Richard try and close in. But Here we go. Mike should have a chance of the DRS. He can get a better exit here. So Tej is on the higher ERS. Mike is on the average ERS. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Tej was on. Ferocious pits. Ferocious pit. The Willow has the quickest lap again with a 1:32.1. So that's a good time from him. So still watching Mike's point of view, because he is actually the closest driver of the race itself, but obviously Nitrogas is closed in as well. So, but yeah, we'll just wait and see what happens here between Mike and Nitrogas. It's like at one point you see Mike closing in on Tej, and then next minute you see Nitrogas closing in on Mike after Mike slowed down a little bit on that one. But hopefully, like I said, I was speaking to Mike just before the race. He said he had some problems with his DRS all race yesterday in the Performance League 1. So he said he's hoping the DRS would work on in this race as well. And it is actually working, because I've seen it a few times on the DRS as well. So, unless I'm mistaken. Anyway, but watching it from that point of view here, looking at it now, Tej is closing in on Snoop Dogg with 1.6 at the moment here, 1.5 now. So depending on when the guys are going to pit in, Snoop Dogg pits. Snoop Dogg has pitted, so Tej is in the lead in the Invictus Racing League F3 league so far. So still watching it from all those point of view. But F1 Richard might have a chance here to try and close in on Steele. Oh, Steele. He went wide there to try and get back in. That could have been a nasty accident after what happened with Betrayer. Trying to get back into the racing, trying to get back into the pits and trying to avoid it as quickly as possible. But I was hoping to see some more action going on, but I've only seen a few little battles here and there. But Steele's gone on the medium tyre, so he'll go all the way to the end of the race. So for the guys who are on the medium tyre, like Mike, he will have the fastest time. Well, the fastest tyre coming at the end of the race as well. But yeah, if Tej stays like this, he will be the leader of the Invictus Racing League F3 League if it stays like this. But obviously, I know, I keep saying it all the time, it will change. And I think 22 seconds. I think it's between 20 and 25 seconds. So if Tej, Mike and Nitrogas drop now, they'll be between 7th and 8th of those times, depending on where, if they're holding on as well. So that's what's going to happen next. So again, I'm trying to see. Oh, this is what I love, this camera view. A little bit of a gap between Mike and Nitrogas. Ferocious Dan's done the fastest lap of 1:31.7. That's a cracking lap from Ferocious Dan as well. So that's a good lap time from him, to be fair. Ferocious Dan through the ghost of the Fosconi car there. Try and do everything. Bougie has left the session. So, but just interested to see what happens here. There's quite a few gaps now, sorry guys. There's not much battles I can see there, but so we're just waiting to see if there's any action, any other action going on as well. But I might do the track, might do an update depending on what's closest until someone pits in. Tej, again, he's in second with 16 points, so this is the Tej that I should know for all the years I've known him, it was over a decade I've known him through many leagues and stuff. And he's been a fair driver from what I've seen, respectful driver. As long as, you give him respect, he'll give you respect. That's what you should, that's what he does anyway. And he, fair play to the bloke on that one anyway. And he's going to the pits. He'll be in the pits. Oh, he's done a 5-second stop-go penalty. He's trying to break to it, a little bit late, but Nitrogas pits as well. So they should be on the medium tyre to the end of the race. So the Willow on 5 laps of the softs. Could they give the softs all the way to the end? They will be absolutely killing at the end of the race. They will be absolutely killing at the end of the race. But who knows? Who knows? Ferocious Dan is in 3rd at the minute, so closing on the Willow for 2nd place at the moment. But Mike, I'll leave it on Ferocious Dan at the moment. But Mike is holding on for 1st place, 12 laps of the medium, so he might do another. Probably do another 5 laps of the mediums, maybe 4 to 5 laps of the mediums. So this will be absolutely belt of a time for him. But yeah, he's, like I said, Mike's on his day, he can be a fantastic driver, and he will be. Like I said, I've known him for like a few years now, and he's improving left, right, and centre when he can. And some of the new drivers as well, they're doing a cracking job in the F3 league as well, don't get me wrong. But yeah, last week's first lap turn incident after that was just a blip, shall we say. And that fair play to the guys here who are, didn't repeat it, shall we say. So fair play to F3 for doing that. But Ferocious really trying to close in on the Willow. Looks like he's really struggling on those soft tyres, but Ferocious Dan is on a little bit of a better tyre wear on, even though they're both on the soft tyres, but he is on fresher, like 2 laps fresher than Willow's tyre on that one. But yeah, doing everything he can. He's going through the S's as quickly as possible, and he's impressing me left, right, and centre. The Willow and Ferocious Dan as well. But Ferocious Dan, like I said, I would expect him to be in the title race on both drivers and constructors this season. I expect him to challenge that as well. And he is in 6th place at the minute. He's only 14 points behind the leader of Captain Steve, who's in 8th at the moment in this race. He's not having a good race so far, but he's trying everything he can to try. I mean, he's done well to get from the bottom half into 8th, but he will have to pit again at some point during the race. So he might go on the super softs of what happened with Wave and Tail yesterday in the Performance League 1. So that'll be an interesting stat for you guys. But Tej and Nojgash, they're all on the fresher medium tyres. Some of the guys are already on the fresher medium tyres, trying to do everything possible. But Ferocious Dan passing turn 17, then coming up to turn 18 now, trying not to lose the back end there. He hasn't got the DRS, so he will struggle to try and catch up to the Willow. We want to try and catch up as quickly as possible. I don't want to lose too much time. Excuse me. Long day at work. So try and do everything you can. Ferocious Dan. We're on lap 15 or 27 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. But who's that? Mike. Oh! This will be interesting. Willow's really trying to close in on Mike, who's really struggling on those medium tyres now. The effect is happening now. This is what I was waiting for now. The Willow on the fresher soft tyres compared to Mike's 14 laps of the medium tyre. Vasconi pits again, but he's already gone from the session anyway. So, but that will be interesting stuff here. But what can the Willow do? He will have to save it after turn 13 and into 14 now. Oh, Mike's really struggling. His tyres must be absolutely killing. Chance for the Willow to try and go side by side. No, don't do this. Don't do this through 130R. Don't do this through 130R. Oh, I thought he was going to do side by side with 130R. Oh, Mike's just hold on that corner there, but Mike would be a sitting duck. Oh, that could have been nasty there. But the Willow doing everything he can. But because of that, Ferocious brought it. Because the Willow's trying to close in on Mike, Mike's in the pits now, so he will go on the softs to the end of the race. So this will be a massive boost for Mike. So, good stuff here. So, Like I said, Mike from first down to 6th now. May drop down to 7th. No, he's so... Yeah? Yeah? No? Or could be not. But Mike has just got out ahead of Nitrogas. Nitrogas did not want that to happen at all. He wanted to try and get as close to Tej as quickly as possible, but he will be struggling at the moment here. But I wanted to see if Nitrogas try to close in. No, but Mike will be struggling on the fresh tyres, just the cold tyres at the moment here. There's two battles going on here. We've got Willow and Ferocious down for the top two, and then we've got Mike and Nitrogas 4th, 7th, 6th and 7th respectively. So here we go. What can Ferocious do? He's got a brilliant exit here. The Willow struggling at the moment here. Oh my god, do not do this. We might have a 2 in a bed. We might have a 2 in a bed here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 in a bed. Willow should have... Oh, he's now got the faster ERS mode. But the Ferocious Dan has, and he would have a chance of being pole. Oh, I was going to say pole then, sorry. Chance to be first here. First equals pole on that one. I don't care anymore, but that's what happens here. But yeah, Ferocious Dan doing everything he can to try and close in on the Willow through the S's. This is the trickiest sector 1 that I've known for many years. I mean, to be honest, the track that I always hate the most is the Belgium track, as in racing on it, because I just cannot do second sector. I just cannot do second sector at the Belgium track. But there's some tracks that are tricky, but it's challenging and it's good for the drivers to see. Steele was trying to close in on O'Stephen for 9th place, but you have to wait and see what happens here. But I want to try and watch this battle here. O'Stephen's struggling at the moment here. Doing everything possible. Ooh, excuse me. Doing everything possible here, Steele. But Willow's holding on for first. Ferocious Dan is in second. Like I said, these two have not won a race yet, so we've already got 2 different winners this season. 2 different winners. Could we have a 3rd different winner? You can. Both of them on 3. Both of them on 3 at the moment here. Both of them should be on 2. Ferocious Dan's getting that momentum going now. So, go through the tricky S's section now. I really want to try and get back to the Steele and O'Stephen battle. But, still watching it from this point of view here. What can Ferocious Dan do through the S's here? So, try and do everything possible here. It just should be insane in the memory. Insane in the memory. Steele. Chance. Oh, Stephen. Oh, Steele. Steele's lost it. Just as I said that, you had the chance to try and close in on Stephen. Snoop Dogg. Marky's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Tej just got a 5. I remember Tej just got a 5-second stop-go penalty. Fascone did have a 5-second stop-go penalty, I think, as well, but he's not actually racing. He's got disconnect. He left the session as well. But yeah, Ferocious Dan trying to close in on the Willow near for first at the moment here, as you can see from this point of view. Now, the Willow's a little bit on the grass there, trying to make sure it doesn't want to get too much on there, but slow on the exits here. Chance now. Willow's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So this could be a chance for Ferocious Dan to get the win tonight. But he wants to do it on track, and that's what he's doing. What a move! What a move! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! But the Willow will not give up here. He will not give up here. I will be very shocked if these guys are going to go all the way to the end. Especially the Willow, who's on 11 laps. Same with F1 Richard. This will be a ding-dong battle to the end of the race. Between these two drivers, there's a massive gap between the Willow and F1 Richard. But like I said, the Willow will have... has already got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings anyway. But Protestant looks that determined to try and pull away from the Willow as quickly as possible. That was a great move. Try and get that doing as quickly as possible, and he did it with ease on that one. But Steele's got another chance now to try and close in on O'Stephen now. I'm still watching that battle from the top two. Nitric has just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that at all. To be fair, between him and O'Stephen, it is a 20-second gap. So even if he had a couple of penalties and still stay there, he would still be in 7th place at this moment in time. But O'Stephen, ooh, Steele. I know he tried to avoid there, but that could have been nasty there. But O'Stephen trying to go for the inside. Oh, a little bit of a wheel banging there. Two in a bed from turn 12 there. No, nothing like that at all. Captain Stiff is joining the party here. I say, well, I want to have some of that. Thank you very much. Oh, watching it from Captain Stiff's point of view now. Captain Stiff, what a 10th behind Steele, coming up to 130. Oh! Steele's going to try and do another gap through the, really cutting that corner there. Oh my God, we might have a 3. Captain Stiff thought he had the chance there. Steele thought massive cut there. That's where he had the penalty there. But Captain Stiff, long as there's trust. Oh, that could have been nasty there between O'Stephen and Captain Stiff. But Steele needed to get past O'Stephen as quickly as... Yeah, Steele needed to try and get past O'Stephen as quickly as possible here. But again, this could be interesting stuff. Oh, that could have been nasty here. But still. Oh, O'Stephen, he was right to try and avoid any contact from Captain Stiff, but that will knock his confidence of going into the sand on that one. Hopefully he has got a 12-second gap between himself and Prix, who's in 11th. So will that go down? It depends on how O'Stephen can hold on those tyres to the end of the race. Just depends now. But Captain Stiff, aye, Captain, as people miss me saying that on that one. But here we go, passing Spoon Curve now. Captain Stiff trying to close in on Steele for 8th place at the moment here. Steele holding on for 130. Oh! But Steele trying to defend. Oh, that could have been nasty. That could have been clipped from losing his front wing there. So chance now. Steele will be a sitting duck here. He's on the left hand side. Two in a bed. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Captain Stiff. Hopefully it doesn't compromise too much there. It looked like he was going to go wide there. Protestant thought he would have had a chance to pull away from the Willow, but that's not the case. Willow's holding on, and he's doing a cracking job at the moment. As you can see, there's a little bit of a line on the front left of his tyres at the moment, so it's not saying that it's the tyres that are going at the moment, but might have a chance. Oh my God, that could have been nasty. That was a quick reaction from the Willow there to avoid hitting the pit entry ballard there. Protestant doing everything he can. Oh, he's gone wide. He's got a 3-second time penalty. Oh, this is what I love about it now. Yeah, so here we go. What can the Willow do? The Willow doing everything possible here for... This will be an absolute belter of a... Oh! Protestant tried to hold on. He looks like he's really struggling, but Willow's holding on. Even though there's a massive line on the tyres now. Oh my God. Protestant holding on for first. Either one of these two would win the third driver to, like, third different driver to win the F3 race this season. So Snoop Dogg trying to close in on F1 Richard, who's going to try and get off them on that podium stuff. But like I said, the soft tyres would be absolutely killing as of now. But I really want to try and watch Snoop Dogg. But then I really want to watch the top two. So I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I'm going to watch Snoop Dogg. I'm going to try and watch the Willow. Will I try and do everything I can? No. This will be a chance. This will be more of a closer battle now. Snoop Dogg would have the chance to try and close in on F1 Richard. Oh, Snoop Dogg has got less fuel. Same with F1 Richard. Both of these drivers are on less fuel. Oh, F1 Richard's nearly made a mistake there. But that may compromise a little bit there. Absolutely insane stuff. Oh, that could have been nasty. Because of that momentum. I need to watch the fuel gauge here. Because that could have been nasty stuff. F1 Richard needs to save fuel. Same with Snoop Dogg. They need to save fuel. But like I said, we can't do anything about it. If they get kaput at the end of the race, that's not our fault. They warned them about it and stuff, but you have to wait and see how it goes. But this is the closest battle we have got. Boy. This is the closest battle we've got at the moment here. Snoop Ferocious in first, Willow's in second. F1 Richard holding on for third, but he might lose that third place in the next few corners. The F1 Richard trying to get rid of that slipstream from Snoop Dogg. Do you want to cut there? But he might go for the. I thought he might go for the inside there, but that was a little bit of a late break. Yellow flag sector 1 now. Not sure where that's come from. Yellow flag still in sector 1. F1 Richard holding on. Still on the racing line. Oh! Yellow flag sector 1. Yellow flag sector 1. And 2 as well. So, this is another closest battle we've got. Because you got the battle for the top 2. You got a battle for the last podium place as well. So anything could happen between these 4 drivers tonight. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. But watching it from this point of view, Snoop Dogg, chance. Chance. Oh, that could have been nasty. That could have been really nasty between the 2 drivers here. But both respected and holding on for third at the moment here. F1 Richards doing the defensive work. Oh. Taylor just dropped down from 5th to 6th. He must have made a mistake at some point during that battle. Now we've got 3 lots of battles going on. But like I said, Ferocious will do not need another penalty. If he does, the wind in the Willows, the win for the Willow would get it on that Suzuka, that Furuka race. Snoop Dogg, Marky, try and close in on F1 Richard. This is an absolute belt of a chance. This is the chance now to get into the top half. Oh, F1 Richard went into the right side. But what a move! Snoop Dogg, Marky has moved up to third. What a move! But F1 Richard will not give up on here. We're on lap 25 and 27 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. But again, it's Snoop Dogg. Both of them have not got any fuel issues anymore. So, oh, F1 Richard, he's got to have to watch out for his tyres now, because this is quite interesting stuff here. Really quite interesting stuff. Briggs has got a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, so still watching it from that point of view. Yeah, so just try and do everything you can to try and close in on Snoop Dogg. But unfortunately, I think this is what you'll see, is what you're going to get for the top three at the moment. So Snoop Dogg would guarantee third place unless he has a penalty as well. But yeah, so Captain Stiff's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Briggs is retired. Yellow flag set us 1 and 3, and then back to 1 now. So he might have retired from the pits, I don't know, but interesting stuff here. So what can the Willow do? The Willow's doing everything he can. I'm sorry with the camera view, it's not the greatest. I'm trying to do it from the TV part, but I'll try watching from the broadcast point of view on that part here. So still trying to do everything he can. So yeah, here we go. The Willow struggling at the moment here. I think Ferocious trying to pull away in case he does get another penalty. We're on lap 26 to 27, the penultimate lap. The penultimate lap of the Invictus Racing League, F3 League stuff now. So this will be quite interesting stuff here. But yeah, just try and do everything you can. Steele's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. Again, I think this is what you see, is what you're going to get for like the top 10 now, pretty much, unless we see any drastic penalties from everyone tonight. But so still watching the Willow try and do his lapping. We're on the final lap. The final lap of the Invictus Racing League F3 League now. This is the chance now. He is on less ERS now, the Willow. Yeah, he's struggling with the ERS at the moment because the Ferocious Dad, he's done a magnificent race, to be fair. A magnificent race. And considering what happened during the race as well, with that battle with the Willow as well, he needs to get that move done. And he needs to pull away in case he does get another penalty. And he's doing it with ease. And he's pulling away with ease now. And I can't stop saying with ease. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely insane stuff here. But yeah, let's try and go through the hairpin now. They're coming up to turn 12 now. I'm still going to watch it from the leader's point of view now, because this is what you're going to see, is what you get, unless Mike closes in on F1 Richard for 4th place at the moment. But this is what you're going to see anyway. But Ferocious Dan doing everything he can, and he's done a magnificent drive as well. Coming up passing the spoon curve now. So yeah. But yeah, just trying to see what happens so far here. So passing 130R now. Yeah, so coming up to the last few corners there, he has won the Suzuka that Veruca moment here. And he's done it with ease, and that is a brilliant, brilliant lap. Absolutely brilliant lap from Ferocious Dan. Absolutely insane stuff here. If you just commented to... Yeah. But yeah, just try and see what happens here as well. See what happens here. Yeah, the Willow is finishing second. Snoop Dogg, again, the top three have done a magnificent drive. F1 Richard in 4th. Mike closing in on F1 Richard. Briggsy, well done, Dan. Ted just got a 5-second unserved stop-go penalty as well. So Captain Stiff. Mike's finished in 5th. Tej is in 6th. Nigel Gas is in 7th. Captain Stiff is going to finish in 8th. And then that will be, hopefully Steele will finish off in 9th. And then Steele would have a 5-second. So Stephen will do everything he can to close in on final points. So yeah, another point in on his Invictus Racing League career as well. So that's a good job for him as well to hold on. But finishing in 10th place. And he had a puncher as well at the same time. So holding on to the end there. But what a drive, what a lap from... but yeah, what a drive from Ferocious Dan as well. But yeah, what a brilliant lap from him. Brilliant race from him as well. And the Willow, for a ding-dong bow between them two as well. Yeah, so that's, try and do everything can stuff. But that is a brilliant race from everyone. Here are your race classification for the Japanese Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League F3 League. You got Ferocious down in first, The Willow second, Snoop Dogg in third, F1 Richard fourth, Mike in fifth, Tej is in sixth, Nigel Gash is in seventh, Captain Sip is in eighth, Steele's in ninth, Stevens in 10th, Briggs is in 11th, Fasconi's in 12th, and Bougie with a DNF. Well, Fasconi, Briggsy and Bougie have all had the DNFs as well. So, and try and do the incidents part as quickly as possible on that one. So yeah, so that's all the incident stuff. So yeah, this will be going invite I was going to say Fasconi then. I'm going to invite Ferocious Stan, the Willow, and I think the Willow's just left the session. So hopefully we'll speak up and stuff for. So just waiting to see what happens next. Just going to try and invite them in. That's if they want to do it. So just send them an invite. Hopefully Ferocious Stan has got a mic tonight. I hope he has. And then Snoop Dogg, Marky. Just going to invite them in. So just waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up and ready to go. Just waiting for the other guys before I say any more on that one. So just waiting for those. So just waiting for some of the guys. I'm just waiting for Ferocious Stan to join the session as well before we hopefully he'll join tonight. So still. So I do apologise, guys, if you're just waiting for Ferocious Stan to join the session. Hopefully he's going to join the session. But for you guys, can you just make sure you've got your allow voice to be shared on the party settings? If you don't know where it is, go to the chat. The party. There's a party settings, and on the party settings, make sure you've got your allow voice to be allowed to be shared on there. Always allow. So yeah, for Ferocious Stan who's just joined, make sure you got your allow voice to be shared before we do the podium questions tonight.
Yeah, I've done it, mate.
Nice one. Is everyone all good, guys?
Aye.
Yeah, buzzing.
Nice one. Right. So, I'm going to talk to the guys. I'm going to talk to Ferocious Stan, then the Willow, then Snoop Dogg, Marky for their podium position stuff from tonight's Japanese Suzuka that Veruca track on that one. And then later on I'll be talking to him about the track next, which is the Austrian track as well. So that'll be good stuff as well. Ferocious Stan, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. This is the very first time, and I've been pestering him about it since last season to get a mic, and this is the first time I've ever heard his voice, so that is an absolute honour and privilege. We have to have a lot of catch-up to do next time on that one, with all the races from last season in the next episode or something like that. But, like I said, you did a fantastic drive, to be fair, and did you at one point thought the Willow got you on some occasions during the race?
Yeah, I thought that the Willow was going to win because I didn't overtake until like lap 20,
Yeah.
and the gap weren't going down for ages. But I think he made a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, definitely. definitely. But it looked like you two had a ding-dong battle left, right, centre, and the way that you was pulling away from, like pulling away from the Willow, I thought you was going to try and not get another penalty. If you did, you had to try and pull away as quickly as possible. But you did a good drive. And would you say Japan was your best track, best ever win? Would you say tonight?
Yeah, probably my best win because I didn't like the track. Didn't think that I was going to win it, so was in with that.
Oh, fair dues, fair dues. Um, from the battles that I've seen from the McLarens and the Williams and then like the fighting talk is what I'm hearing every time during the streams. But do you think you can have a close battle between the rest of the drivers this season? Do you think all the way to the end, like last season?
Yeah, Snoop's very quick, as he shows every time.
Yeah,
And the Willow's quick, he's always up there. But
yeah.
Williams are at the top at the minute, but nice to see him finish a bit further down today.
Oh, they'll be like, here we go. We have another battle going on next, and that's what's going to happen when F1 Richard says he's good everywhere, Mark. That's what he says, F1 Richard. So that's fair play on that one. But yeah, do you think McLaren's got another chance of winning the constructors again, or do you think it's going to be a close call again, as I said earlier?
I think it's going to be close.
You
A
think?
few teams could be up there, but it puts us right back up there today. Thought Richard was going to get third, but then I saw Snoop pop into third near the end.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, from what I've seen anyway, you've done like you carried on from last season where you left off really and being the top half as I expect you to be this season anyway. But for your personal objective this season, do you think the drivers will be your main one as well as the constructors, or do you think you're just going to see how it plans out each race?
Yeah, I'd like to challenge for it, but I don't know really. There's a few good tracks coming up for me, so hopefully
Yeah,
get a good few results, then we'll see.
yeah, definitely, definitely. But like I said, I mean, I don't want to say it as a commentator's curse, and you're probably gonna kick me out if I said that. But I did. I think I did predict you for like the challenge for the title this season, as well as some of the other guys as well. So, so don't
No
lose my
pressure.
bet. So no, don't lose my bet, please, mate, on that one. So that's
I'll
but
try, I'll
I'll
try.
try. But yeah, you've done a magnificent race, and I wish you like I said, fantastic race, and you've done a fantastic job tonight. And well done for getting first place, mate. That's an honour and privilege to hear your first voice
Thank
on
you,
that one.
Mal.
So yeah,
Thanks.
but yeah, would you mind staying for a few more minutes to talk about Austria? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice one, mate. Thank you. Um, who's it? The Willow. How you doing, mate? Hello, the Willow. Have you got a mic? Hello. Uh, we might have some technical difficulties here, guys. I don't know if the Willow's got the mic with him. Um, if you can hear us, mate, how did you feel for finishing second place tonight in tonight's race? And hopefully he'll message back as quickly as possible. I'll try and get back to him before we finish the session. Snoop Dogg, Marky, how you doing?
Yeah, I could have had a better race. Stuffed it up from quali, if I'm honest, but I'm there or thereabouts on pace, so I'm happy with third.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's just it looked like you had a struggling start again, and then all of a sudden you just got that momentum, get that rhythm going, and then you just got into the last podium place after battling out with F1 Richard. Do you think was you at any point worried that F1 Richard was just going to hold on for third and you couldn't get past him at some point during the race, or was you just confident to try and get past as you did?
No, I was pretty confident to be honest because that middle stint, I needed to get some ERS back and some fuel.
Yeah,
So pretty much whilst I was behind him, I put everything up to where it should be, and I was catching him like half a second a lap. But then I needed to get all the reserves back up again, so I just abode my time really. And then
yeah,
I knew I had a 3 second penalty, so I left it about 4 laps from the end and just basically whacked everything up. and just I think his tyres went as well, which was a bit of a bonus.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But it it was a boost for you, mate, because I know you had a shocking. I don't like to say the word shocking. You had a shocking bad start of of this season. You had a zero. You had no points in the first race, and then you had a DNF last week. So this will be a massive boost for you to get back with 10 points as well. So halfway through the grid as well. So that'll be a massive boost for you. But do you think you can challenge for the top half this season, or do you think you're just going to see how it goes each race?
I'm going to see how it goes each race. Some of these tracks, I really like. I know we're going to talk about Austria in a minute. I hate Austria with a passion. I
Yeah,
can never get a lap time together there. But
yeah,
place, tight and twisty stuff like Japan,
yeah.
I should have been higher, I think. But I'd say I stuffed it up in quali. It's a shame for the last race that we got stuck in the pits.
Yeah.
I don't know what the pit crew were up to, whether they got shocked by that Michael Jackson documentary or not, but they've all been sacked, so they did a grand job this time.
Yeah. Let's not. Rather not comment anymore about that. That's why I stopped doing some of the Michael Jackson moments, shall we say? But you'll understand why on that one. But yeah, it's one of those races where it was a good bounce back for you, Snoop, and hopefully this will be a massive boost for you to carry on for each race. Hopefully you get some more points. You would think this season anyway.
Yeah, hopefully. As I say, my quali really messed up the race because I ended up doing about 9 laps on those softs, so I was pretty much handicapped from the start, and I just
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
get traction down because I left it about 20 seconds too late to go out on the super softs. So yeah, I was always going to struggle on those softs, but as soon as those mediums kicked in, yeah, I
Yeah.
was quite happy.
Yeah, it should be fine anyway. But yeah, it should. Like I said, once the momentum comes in, you'll be fine and stuff with the tyre wear. But as you said, you need to get a good lap in. If you was in the mediums or softs, that would have been a good start. But obviously, you had when you pitted in on lap 9, you're thinking some of the guys haven't been pitted yet, and I thought, oh, his tyres must be gone already after lap 9. So hopefully, hopefully it's just a learning, not saying learning mistake, but just like a learning curve, shall we say, to try and pick the right moments at the right times and try and try to get that good qualifying up to get that boost for your first win this season of the Invictus, hopefully soon.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I had to pit early anyway because the tyres weren't gone, but someone clipped my front left wing.
yeah.
But then I went into the pits and they didn't change it, so I had that wing for the rest of the race. But
Oh, okay.
I just kind of learned to turn in a bit earlier and get it round.
Yeah, yeah, but should be fine. Like I said, hopefully we'll try and avoid with all those tyre wear stuff. But you couldn't do anything about it. You had to try and, like I said, the tyre wear was it was a bit deg, bit of a tyre deg, shall we say, in Suzuka. But if you don't get it spot on, you have to like be really really cautious and stuff, and that's what happened and stuff. But like I said, Snoop, well done for getting third place, mate. You've done a fantastic job as always. Would you mind staying for a few more minutes to talk about the Austrian track, if that's all
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Uh, Willow, are you there still, or you've not? I don't know if he's there. I know he's just joined the chat, but I don't think he is on. So
I'm not sure if he's got a mic.
he has joined, but I don't think he can hear us. Well, he probably can hear us, but he can't say something. He hasn't got a mic. But when you get the microphone, Willow, I'll try and go back to you as soon as really. Oh, uh, if you can send a comment again, guys. Hang on a sec. Give me a sec, guys. Promise this phone doesn't update quickly. But yeah, just Tej joining the stream as well. So good evening to the guys that are just joining on the stream. Tej says sneaky McLaren super softs to softs buggers on that one. So that's what they said. clarifying now with the McLarens. So that I'll have to talk to Ferocious Dan to see what he says about that comment now. Will it be a fighting talk? Will it be a boxing match? Will it be or anything like that? We'll have to wait and see what happens in the next race at Austria. So I'll talk to the guys about the podium stuff. I'm going to talk to Ferocious Dan and Snoop Dogg Marquis for the Austrian track. I won't. I'll try and do a game with the Willow, but if not, we'll have to wait and see next time if he gets a microphone to get through to the podium stuff anyway. But sorry about that. The Ferocious Dan, what are your thoughts of the track of Austria, and what are your expectations of the track for next week's?
I like the track. But it's good for overtaking. But
Yeah.
I haven't raced it much on this game, to be fair, so don't really know what my pace is like.
Yeah.
I'll be happy with top 5 probably,
Oh, really?
and
Okay.
just keep me up there for now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I love that fighting talk. I'll just keep the top 5 and stuff. Forget first. Forget what happened tonight. You know, it was a breeze with an ease on that one. So, the Willows just left the party. But yeah, Ferocious Dan, what are your comments on Tej and the Williams guys? Do you think, from that comment he said, from the super softs to the soft buggers, do you think?
Yeah. I didn't think that my softs were going to last at the end, but I knew that the Willow went in 2 laps before me, so his must have been even more dead than mine.
Yeah,
But I knew that I could make them last because I practiced it a couple of times and they lasted each time. So
yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, well, like I said, Ferocious Dan, again, first time I ever heard your voice properly for the first time this season, and should have been done from last season. So I blame your mic for that one.
yeah,
But yeah, you've done a fantastic job tonight, and I wish you all the very best for the rest of the season. Whether it's more wins, more podiums, who knows? Who knows? But I wish you all the very best of luck, whatever happens in the F3 League this season.
nice one, man.
Just final 2 questions to Snoop Dogg, and then I'll do my last thoughts of the race. Snoop Dogg, what are your thoughts of Austria, and what are your expectations for next week?
Austria's got to be my worst track. I'm just going to hit and hope, and hopefully get inside the top 5. I need to keep close to Ferocious Dan and the rest of the guys at the top, so I really, really don't know. I'm just taking each race as it comes. But yeah, it's got to be my worst track, so I'm not holding out
Yeah,
much hope.
well, yeah, definitely. Just have to wait and see how it goes there. But it's a track, like I said to the guys, it's a track where it's less turns, but you just got to get the rhythm going again. Especially when you got like that extra DRS straight now as well from after turn 1 into turn 2, 3, I think it is. They call it a blind turn 2 or something, but that's what they call it anyway. But yeah, like I said, Snoop. Again, as I said. Oh, okay. The Willow says, I had no idea the top 3 get interviewed. I don't have a headset. And he laughed his head off on that one. So, yeah, Willow, we do the interviews with the microphones at the end of the race. But yeah, Snoop, well done for getting 3rd. You've done a fantastic job tonight, and I wish you all the very best. As I said with Ferocious Dan, I wish you all the very best of luck, whatever happens, if you get more wins, podiums. Who knows? Who knows?
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, well done, mate. Congratulations for getting 3rd tonight. You two can stay if you want to hear my final thoughts, or you can go. I've got no problem with that, guys. So I'm just going to do my final thoughts and then stop the stream. All right. But yeah, looking at it from my final thoughts tonight, it was a cracking start. It was better than last week's manic first 2 turns anyway, so it was a better start from everyone, and I did try and look at to see if there was any incidents and stuff, but that was just clear. It was just absolutely fantastic stuff from the guys here, and it was some great battles here. A great lap from the Willow, trying to hold on for first, but with the battle from Ferocious Dan, them two having a ding-dong battle for first and second was a pleasure to watch, and then And then near the end, you saw F1 Richard try to hold on against Snoop Dogg, and he could not hold on. And I think it would have been a nice podium finishes for the McLaren boys, but it would have been would have seen very interesting stuff there. But don't get me wrong, I there was bits there was bits that was enjoyable, and there was bits that like in the middle where everyone was all pitted or some incidents going on. I'm not sure what happened to Bougie, so I can't blame on him too much on that one. So, but yeah, there's so much stuff going on. We'll have to wait and see what happened with Fasconi and some of the other instances as well. But like I said, I'd like to thank everyone that's commented, followed. Hope and now if people can subscribe, that'll be fantastic, helping me a lot. For the in my other channel, which is also streaming from this as well. But yeah, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone that was watching, and thank to all the interviewers, the podium finishers as well. But yeah, cheers for that, guys. I wish you all the very best of luck, and I'll see you all. Oh, always remember, always remember, stay classy. See you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. We'll be back at the glorious race of Austrian Grand Prix next week. Take care of yourselves. Try a bit. Bye bye.